Hi everyone, Lizzie here from Nature Club. I'm going to run you through the paper making activity. So these two pieces are your mold and your decal, and these are required for making paper. We're going to walk through how we make the wildflower confetti paper that's in your activity box. So what I did before this is blended the paper pulp, but I just wanted to show you what that looks like in terms of proportions. In here we have teared up 2 A3 sheets of paper, so that's the equivalent of 4 A4 sheets of paper, and then I've got about 1200 mils of water, so it should sit over the top of your paper, so there's quite a lot of water in there. Blend that on medium to high. If you're going to be making a lot of paper, get yourself a separate blender, pick one up from the op shop or something, so you're not using your good home blender all the time. Once you've blended that up, it will look like this, like a soupy pulpy texture, and that's got the little paper pulp you can see floating around in it. What I'm going to then do is add more water to that, so about another litre. This depends on how thick you want your paper. If you want thicker, chunkier paper to make like seed cards, you can do less water. You can play with that. You can also play with the colours of the paper that you use to blend. I used white paper. It had a little bit of blue ink on it, so it's come out a tiny bit blue. If you want to colour that, this is a good time to do that. So I've made a batch. This is a dried batch I made with turmeric, so you can see the yellow colour in that. Otherwise, depending on the paper that you recycle around home, you might get some other colours or little bits of colour through there. So again, totally up to you, and it's really fun to experiment and play with that. And kids love seeing how the different colours of the paper that they use blend and turn into the paper that you create. So now we have our paper pulp in a pretty large tub in comparison to your mold and decal. So you need to be able to dip this into the tub quite easily. So you need a bit of space there. You could use a big bucket or a sink or something that's big enough. Here's where the fun part is. We can create anything you like with the paper. So in your kit you have some dried flower confetti, and I'm just going to sprinkle that on the top, just a little bit of that. And I'm also going to try, we've got some little dried flowers here, I'm going to try just floating a couple of those little daisies on top. And we've got our marigold seeds. So this is a starfire marigold, really easy to grow. But the real benefit of these is how light and small the seeds are. So you can use lots of different seeds in paper, but something that's not going to create too much chunk in your final product. So this is to create seed paper, which is plantable. It's very cool. Great for gifts and cards and note cards. Okay, so now I've got my sprinkles. I'm going to create a piece of paper. So we take the mold first. The netting side is up, so I can see the staples looking at me. Then I'm going to place our decal on top and hold it quite firmly so that it's making that nice square shape or rectangular shape. Keep holding it, and we're going to dip in under that pulp. Okay, you can see. So you could have this a little bit deeper in water and pulp, and it's going to make it a little bit easier. So we're going to wiggle it around until we get that nice distribution of pulp and my decorations. Got the daisy there perfectly. Then I'm going to lift that up, holding it together the whole time. You can hear the water drain out of that. I like to kind of tip it gently. You don't want to be too rough with it at this point because you'll get movement of the actual pulp. Give it a little bit of a shake, drain that water off. Okay, then what we're going to do is very gently lift off the decal, and you'll see why this piece is so cool, because it creates the perfect edging for your paper. Nice rectangular crisp edge. We're going to go over here now to the drying area. What I've got under here is nice absorbent tea towels or an old towel, and then the reason I've put this linen on top is to create a smooth surface. If you do it on something like a towel or a tea towel, you'll get this texture in your finished product, which is fine. You can experiment with that, but I'm just going to go for this smooth drying finish. This part looks a lot trickier than it is. All you're doing is just going whoop and flipping it over. The paper will actually stick quite well to the mesh, so you can do it quite quickly and smoothly. Then your sponge that's in your kit, we're going to push quite firmly down and soak up as much of that water as we can. You can squeeze it back into your tub or get rid of it, whatever you prefer. We're going to push quite hard. Take the water out. Once you've done that, we're going to gently lift the frame up. There we go. Once it starts, gently lift the frame up and leave the paper on the drying station. So it looks really plain. All of the decorations are on the other side. So when you flip it over is when you'll see that. So that's our first piece. Then you can just repeat those steps again. Place this on top. You can kind of mix it, and it's fun to get your hands in there. If you want to bring those decorations back up, you can change the color at this point, however you like. And then if you find your water's getting a bit low, you can add more water, or you can gently, or with somebody else to help you, just tip the tub up a little bit. So you get the nice amount of pulp in there, and you'll get a feel for how much pulp. This will be a nice thin paper because it's got quite a lot of water compared to the pulp. So then you can just go again and sponge. Now, one last trick. When you're drying your paper, you want to dry it flat. Okay, so one's got a little bit of a rip there. What I would do is place again on top of that another towel or a tea towel or a flat surface, and then I'll put something heavy like a book while it's drying. You can also absorb more water out of it like this, and then add another layer and have a heavy book, and that will just stop the paper from curling up as it dries. Day, 2 days, depending on your climate and where the paper's drying, it will come out beautiful and dry. Here's an example of the one, and as I said, we dyed this with a turmeric, but you can see I floated the whole flower in that one. This is your seeds in your confettis. And this was probably a little bit thicker in terms of the pulp ratio. But we get beautiful pieces of paper, great for cards, little books, gift tags. So it's a really cool activity because you can be as creative as you like. If you want to add a little bit more of that nature element, you could try collecting other things from outside. You could try pine needles. You could try using natural dyes, beetroot, turmeric, other flower petals in your pulp. So be as creative as you can. We'd love to see what you make, and I hope that helps. Enjoy making paper. Thanks.